How's it going? Test. Am I still getting that choppiness? I can hear it just a little bit. I think I was downloading stuff in the background. Uh, Maybe I should have spent more on my headset. No, it's a network issue. Let me see. I'm gonna stop talking to myself. Let me see here. Um, is this? Let me see. How do I get? Am I? There we go. It says I have. Okay. I got one viewer. Okay. So, I'm gonna play this for like another hour. Wait, it's 6:15 my time. I usually go to bed 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. I work nights. So, I'll see what we get done in that amount of time. I just finished these puzzles on the side of the washing machine. I don't know that it's a washing machine, but it does kind of look like a washing machine. And so let's see here. It doesn't matter which of these you pick. You can pick this one and go from. It's all symmetric about the axis, about the center. So I need to go. Yeah, nope, that was not gonna work. You need to go. Oh, I forgot. I control the top one. I had to orient the buttons. I think I know what needs to happen. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Uh, I'm gonna start with this one. It's the same either way, but just that my fingers want to move the bottom one and watch the top one. It might be a left-right thing. Uh, let's see here. I think go here, cut all the way down. There we go. And out. And the puzzle gets droopy because the plastic is melting for some reason. Cool little like, I don't know, cool reason to like mix up the puzzle a little bit. I think, yeah. So that's kind of interesting. The left side had the complicated maze, and the right side was wide open. So depending on what side you picked. And this is just, I think, yeah, if you look at it, it's the same exact layout as the other one. It's just droopy. So it's really not that hard to see anyway. They could have made it a completely different layout, but I guess all three were the same exact solution. Hmm. What did that do for us? think I'm gonna try to get through this whole section up here before I turn off for the night or the day. Always looking around for surprise puzzles. Let me see here. Hey, and let me know if I'm having sound issues. I was having sound issues during the day. I'm still trying to troubleshoot that. Uh, I've got, I think I had stuff. I think I had like auto downloading going on in the background. That might have been messing with my bit rate. Uh, the audio cuts out. I'm sure it's network related, not hardware. Oh, I see. So you have to go through that to set up this. Oh, you know what that washing machine is? There's a environment puzzle over there. So like, when you do the environment puzzles, if you haven't played this game a lot, you got these pillars here, and there isn't one finished. You can't see it, but it'll light up a little constellation on that pillar. Something happens when you complete the pillar. I've never played enough to complete any of the pillars, so don't ask me what happens. But we'll figure it out at some point. So we've got the black hexagons and one starting point, so pretty obvious. Go to the right here first. I don't want to go to the right again because then I'm at an intersection with two different possibilities and I can't take both of them. So I'll go up, and now I've got to go to the left because that's the only way I want to go to check that one. So like those moves are no brainers. And so then the next thing to do is take any path around and just cut, because it's the only way back into this area. And then I have to do this, and I go up into the corner. So yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm an engineer. I was in the Navy 15 years ago. I got out. Like I logic through things. So I'm gonna try to spend a lot of time talking about. Talking about the logical process that I make my decisions. There's plenty of people out there that probably have better dexterity than me and can do all sorts of cool stuff that I won't be able to do. But I get to think on my feet, so I'll let you guys inside my head. I turned this on somehow. See, I don't really know. There's not a way to tell which way is the starting location, but I think I saw a tutorial section down this way. Yeah. So this is the start. And in this game, you just want to look in every direction. It's all about like perspective. There's some things that are just everything is everywhere for a reason, and at least it seems that way to me. There could be some things that are just like, just put that bush there, but it's part of something. It controls your perspective or controls what you see when you see it. This looks pretty straightforward. Got the symmetric bars. So, yeah, the only way we're gonna get all three is to go here. If I come down, I can't go up obviously. If I come down and come here, I'm at the point where I have a choice that I can't make. So that's the dead end. So this, up and out. And I guess this looks like it's a tutorial for the double, adding them together. So, oh, that was just that if I have one flaw, it's that sometimes I make assumptions without looking, so I'm always very careful to. So yeah, so I missed that guy up there. I might need to get my glasses checked, so I'll blame it on. Okay, so let's go down as our first option, and we need to get that one at the very top. So we need to do both of those. So we're gonna do it in this curve. I'm gonna come here, and then like this to get both. Oh, so I need to get that one on top. and the one. I need this. If I do that, I won't be able to get that. I can't go this way because then I have one or the other, but I can't do both. So I gotta go like this, and I have to go like this. And now, so I think I gotta come this far, and then come back and get that one. There you go. Yeah, that's just really the key is just do one step at a time. Try to take in the whole puzzle. Uh, okay, so see, that's interesting. They've advanced that. You still have that split, right? But it's just symmetric. So the one on top needs to go up. The one on the bottom needs to go right. They both can't go that way. So, and don't be afraid to do the wrong thing. Just try something, see if it works, and the process of it not working will inform you, how to make it work. I mean, that's how Edison invented the light bulb. Oh, it is possible that yeah. No, I was gonna say it was possible that we so that has to go that way. I'm not gonna be able to get that. Oh no, yeah, so I won't be able to get that one. So let's see here. I can't go up or down if you don't know which one you're looking at. So we know it's either in or away. Yeah, here we go. Alright, there's the solution, and now, so we definitely go this direction, and I think, yeah, like this is actually easier than the others because we just had to concentrate on the one beam, not both of them. Alright, problem solved. Let's go on to the next one. I is that's there's no day-night cycle on this. Nothing changes except for the things you directly change. And we'll just keep following this around, and then I'll look at it. Okay, well now we've got different colored hexagons. So I'm gonna make an assumption here in our tutorial that basically the yellow guy needs to connect the yellow hexagons and the blue guy needs. These are color coded. The black ones can be connected by anyone. So I don't know. It's a pretty obvious thing, but still, like, state the obvious things too. So he needs to get the yellow one. So come like this, and I'll get the blue one. And let's see here. So I need to. That's interesting. So this way, the blue one crosses the yellow one. If I go this way, the yellow one crosses the blue one. So the one you pick is blue, and the one you don't pick is yellow. So they flop them like that. So, in case you had been doing the opposite, I wonder if you can solve the other puzzles reversed, or if they require them to be one way or another. I got multiple exits. Sometimes on puzzles, the multiple exits will unlock different things, so you've got to solve it with one exit or the other. But I think in this case, it's just part of the puzzle is deciding which one to exit from. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's do this. And then now we got the black ones, which are optional, and the other ones. So we'll obviously, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna start this way. Look at that. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. And that one is also pretty straightforward. And let's see here. Gotta get all of them. Gotta catch them all. Uh, uh, that's not gonna work. No, that won't work either. No, I really think. Yeah. No, no, no. I need that one. Oh, because if I go there, then he can't get that one and get the other one. So I need to be able to go around. So yeah. Interesting. So let's do this and this and this. And I missed that one. Okay. There's room up here to do that. So we'll have this guy come up here. Then I am blocking off that. Now, there's no way that I could get the yellow all the way up to there that I could see. That has to be actually that has to be the first. Well, no, that doesn't have to be the first move because he could come around like something like that and get that. And it misses the yellow one. Alright, I'm gonna try it from the other side, but I just the top left there. I know that much. And I don't see a way to get the yellow guy all the way to this one and to this one unless the yellow is the top right. So let's come back down here to this corner. Is it no? Okay, so if I go this way, I have to turn here. If I turn here, I've got to turn back. If I turn back, I've got to come up here, so I'm locked. I can't go take the yellow one, so I gotta keep going up. I can't block the exit. There's too much to do, so I gotta come back down here. And now I'm forced to either take the yellow, take the yellow with the blue, take the blue with the yellow. Oops. Take the blue with the yellow, or block the exit. So that is not the way to go. Everything from like this point on uh, was basically scripted. So let's go up, and then blue one's got to get that guy in the corner. That, but now I can't get that guy back there. I can't get that guy, so I can't do this because that cuts that guy off and puts him in the cul-de-sac. So I'll come here, go down. That's the only option. Try, and if I come here, go up, that cuts off the guy, and right, that has to be the last place he goes. So sometimes I would think these would be a little easier if I could start from the exit and work back, but I suppose uh, that would be. So what would I do if I go like this? Then how do I get that? Yeah. Oh, wait. Come out here. No, come out here. Oh, but then it cuts off that one. Oh no. Uh, Here we go. Yeah. There we got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many ways to do it. Can't logic out of everything. Sometimes you just gotta like go through iterations and see where it takes you. Main thing is with games like this, never be afraid to like fail. You know, it's like you can do it wrong. As long as every time you do it wrong, you learn from it. There's definitely I'm gonna get perspective on that. And you can see there's like it's gonna be like straight up like that. But you just gotta get the line up right. And actually, it might even be a twin thing where you start down here and go like that. So, more of the blue and yellow ones. Let's see here. Yeah. So, what am I looking at? So blue at the top right, and no, we're, uh, so something interesting is there is so there's one, two, three. There's five. You start here and there's five nodes across. And since I move right node, one node, the other one moves left, one node. There's not a way. If you move more than one space over, you can't cross back. You know what I mean? And that's up or down. And then you're stuck with like yellow on one side, blue on the other. Actually, I might have stumbled upon a solution maybe. So, by just screwing around and just joining you. But the problem with it is this. But that isn't too much of a problem because all I need to do is move this, turn this a turn earlier, and then I'm gonna go like this and get the yellow one, come back here. I'll go and hook over to get the blues, and then I'm out. Cool. Let's see here. Generally, I just arbitrarily pick pick a side. So there might be a way. I'm noticing something too. You're noticing the yellow colors fading. So things like that are on not on accident. Let's see here. So yellow's got to go out in the top right. That's definitely true. And there we go. And then yeah, it's getting harder to see. I have even money like by the end of this, the the yellow the yellow one is invisible. Let's see here. I I think I'll put let's do this. We'll just do this. Uh-huh. Do the same thing with this one. Again, it's invisible. I know where it is, right? Like, we know how this works. That's interesting. Yeah, so it's symmetric. So if it's symmetric, then what we should do is do this, go down. It's picked up the yellow one by now, and then we'll do this. And then, are we invisible again? Yeah. So, invisible. Let's do this. Go 1, 2, 3 over and up to get the blue one. And then we should avoid each other. Oops. That. And now, it's all about just getting the yellow ones. So, let's say we go all the way over, grab that first one. And then we'll go to 2 from the end. And that should grab this, right? I think so. This should be right where that second one is, because it's symmetric. And then up here, like this. There we go. Alright, and we got 2 power cables going up to the door. So, all you, I don't know if there's any reflections in this. You just have a shadow of a character. So, I like it though. No jumping, no falling off cliffs. I mean, it's fun to have that stuff in games. I put a lot of hours into Skyrim and stuff like that, but it's a nice change of pace this game. Oh, yeah, I'm getting close to where I gotta get perspective on that. Okay. So we'll go get that one first, and then I've got to come get this one, and we'll go out. Yeah. So in general, I think when you do a bunch of hard puzzles to unlock a passageway, like that passageway is not a hard puzzle itself. That's the ledge over here. This is all about perspectives. Like when they give you a place like this, they want you to see something from a certain direction that you couldn't see it before, and might unlock a puzzle or to show you something cool. And I don't see anything interesting quite yet, but let's go up here. And so this is something interesting. So let us see. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think I know what's going on here. I think we've got a puzzle over here. And these are kind of repeats of the tutorial puzzles for this type of stuff. So I think that like the other one has the same solution. So it's up to the top, over one, down to the corner, S curve back. I'm not good at memorizing like I can't remember how I moved it. I just sort of remember the general gist. So I had the mnemonic was the S curve and the straight up and quick. I could have made a sketch, and if I was of the mind, I'd probably do that if it gets much more complicated than this sort of thing. But in this instance, I can just like if I forget, just turn around real quick and see what the solution looks like. Let's see here. Okay. So I do know one thing. Because of this little like dumbbell shape here, if I enter this or this, I need to go across. So that is useful to remember. So let's do this and this and this. We'll go across and up and over. Okay, remember it's basically a big S curve, but in the middle we jog back over. So we'll do that on this side too. think it was like this. Oh no, 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 no. It was up and like this. No, it was over and like this, and then around, and then back up. Okie dokie. And now this one. Okay, so I know. So we have to choose the entrance, and I mean, pretty straightforward. But again, just look at it. Any entrance that has uh two two required exits from it can't be where you start from. You have to pass through it, and you know that you're not going to pass through it from the end. So you know that we're going to have to come like this. We're going to come like this. So if this were like a puzzle in a book rather than on the video game, I would basically draw in this part of the solution uh, right here and say like, okay, so this is where we exit, and we come through here and from this, and then here we come like this. I would know that this can only go either this way and connect to that, or go up this way, and then this comes like this, and I know that it doesn't loop around on itself, so this must go down. I bet you, so. Okay, we're gonna start here. And this is what I think is the solution, just based on what I just did in my head. Uh, there. So then, okay, so that's and actually I think these are basically the same solution, just like kind of like, but with a different board, you know. Although I mean, like, how many ways can you it's down first? How many ways, you know, really can you zigzag across a grid, you know? So interesting. Oh, did it reset? So do I have to resolve this one? Is that basically how it works? That's kind of cool. Um, I mean, that I'm not like that. I guess there's some. The thing about that sort of thing is like, if it reset me all the beginning, okay, be more careful. But it just makes me just redo this one again, and the solution to this one is just a copy of that one. So it's kind of busy work. But I I've been playing games since the '80s, so I've seen worse busy work in games. So let me see here. Okay, what did I do wrong? It's because it's flipped on the vertical axis too. So, and the reason you can tell that is because the exit's on the bottom left, as opposed to the other ones. The exit was, see, in this one the exit's in the top right, and here it was in the top left. But in this one it's in the top right, and over here it's on the bottom left. So it got flipped vertically as well as horizontally, and I missed that. So when that doesn't seem right. I need to look very carefully at this. Oh, so I want to go up, so out and up, and I went out and down again. Alright. There is no shame in solving solutions in this like iterative way, like, oh, I screwed up and going back in. I mean, you know, I went through an electrical engineering program and got A's on the test by like working on a question and getting most of the way through it and erasing everything and starting again. I mean, it helps if if you're quick, but it's as long as you get the right answer and you know the right answer when you get it, then you you know, it's a process that counts and that you learn from your mistakes as you make them. So let's see here. Over and down. Is there something else that's different about this that I'm missing? So I'm still going to start. I'm going to go over and up. When I go up, yeah. Oh, because I didn't go over. I went straight up. So I went, yeah, okay, that's why it got twisted around. Because what I did is I went up into that corner area on the right, and then I came back down. So I had the S curve all. Alright, and this is kind of a cool little thing. Open this up. So like the island is divided into regions, but within the regions are these like mini region puzzle areas for a specific type of puzzle you solve. And when you solve them all, you open up this box thing. Okay, I was like, okay, and it shoots a beam to the top of the mountain over there. And I think what time is it? Okay, I got like 20 minutes to kill. I got another 40 minutes on the stream maybe. And I think I'm gonna take a walk to get into this beam. Like, it's an open world game for the most part. There's the locks. There's plenty to do in this immediate area, and I just go, oh wait, can I see that? Is there a place on here where I can get a good thing? Oh, right there. There you go. So you just gotta look for things like this, and this here. Can I get one down there? Oh no, see this one is chopped. There might be another angle though, that where down in the water is. But let me show you what that did real quick. I'm gonna do two things. I'll show you what that did. And it put this on here, and there's these. See, so they give you the shape of the constellations, and they're somewhere in this region. And there's one of these pillars in all the regions of the island, and I haven't ever completed a pillar. I haven't done that much of the game before. So there's those ruins over there, and there's this orchard over here that are both good things. I'm gonna just kind of wander in the direction of that beam to the top of the mountain, and I want to see what's up there. And that'll be a good little thing. And then we'll solve any puzzles on the way that aren't oh man, ADHD brain. Okay, I want to do these orchard puzzles right here, but I have set myself a goal. Is I go to the top of the mountain, and we'll preview a bunch of other stuff on the way. I don't know like how they intended you to discover stuff. I do know that like the initial path out of this, out of this fortress you woke up in does take you to that area, and those puzzles are pretty straightforward, and they get more packaging to this side of the island. But lots of cool puzzles in here. When you come up to these, you're like, ah, cool. And like, what do I do with these shapes? And sometimes you can basically figure it out pretty easily. And other times it can be kind of there's just some cool. There's some fun things with perspective in this game. It's been a long time since I picked it up though, and I never did finish it. I'm one of those people where like I'll play like 20% of a game, and then I will get distracted by the next game that came out, and I'll play 20% of that. And if you look at my gamer card on Xbox, I have an insanely long list of games, and none of them, more than 10% complete on the achievements, or 50% complete. And that's just the way that I do things. And then when I come back to a game, I'll like want to restart the beginning. I won't want to pick up the middle of it. It just I like I enjoy the discovery part of the game. I enjoy figuring out how how things work, and I think that's it. And once I understand the mechanics, and it's just kind of like going through it, then it's not as it doesn't entertain me as much. I'm hoping, doing the stream like this, since I'm like working nights and on my days off, I'm just up in the middle of the night playing video games. I figured why not just stream it? Maybe it will motivate me to actually like finish a game. Like I'll keep, I'll play this game. Although sometimes if I'm only on for a very short time, I might just be on here playing World of Warships just to get some, just kill some time for a few minutes before I go to sleep or head to work or something. But if I'm gonna be playing for a little bit, I will. It's just a beautiful game though, and it's cool that like it'll like show. You can look down and be like, huh, and you see an area. No idea how to get there necessarily. You might not even like know how to solve the problems. You know, you can see another yellow box. I have no idea what those lasers do. I'm assuming, I've assumed. It's not. Is it going back down? Oh no, it's going up. I assume that the goal of the game is to turn them all on. You know. Well, this is interesting. Uh, and I know how to solve all of these. So let's do this because I know all these symbols. In an earlier stream, found out that the white and the black squares need to be segregated from each other by the beams. We'll start with blue down here. Oh, and I've got an invisible yellow one. Great. Okay, so that gets that first yellow one. We'll go here. Alright. So what we do, we'll go down. So I picked up the first yellow one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over. And this. No, because that won't work. I'm going to. I'm going to do this. And that will isolate that black square by itself with the yellow beam that's invisible, basically. I'm going to come up here. And I'm 2 up. Where am I? Where's the yellow one? I think if I go here, the yellow one is that right? So that came down there. Yeah, I think the yellow one is grabbing that second one now. And then I'm gonna come over here, and I'll isolate this black square like that. That should solve it. Alright, open the door. So that was interesting. That required that you could have come here and figured that out on your own, but that technically they expected you to have finished that section with the that we just did to show you that the invisible, how the invisible yellow beam worked. And then it's another one of these. This is the second one I found. I found the first one on my first stream that you may not sit through because I had a really bad audio problem. But somewhere there's a hidden room, and I have found that room before, and I'll find it again eventually. I can't tell you off the top of my head how to get to it. There's a hidden room somewhere in the island. It's like a hub. It connects to multiple places in the island, so you can get there multiple ways. And in the room is a puzzle piece that looks kind of like this, and it has multiple solutions. And these pictures of the solutions you can take will unlock like videos that you can watch, and they're totally unrelated to gameplay. They're like people talking about like different philosophies and philosophy and stuff like that. It's related to the game, like some message the game is trying to give, I guess, but it's not like it doesn't help you solve anything in the game, but it's a fun little Easter egg. Uh, so spoiler alert. I'm looking around to see, this exists here. I think that this is part of a puzzle. I think that this hole is environmental. I think somewhere off in the distance you can be out there on the water and you can see this and light it up with a cursor. And so anyway, let's get to the top of that hill. That I think was our original goal. It just this was a little. I thought that would be an entrance to the hub area, but it being one of those videos, I don't know how many of them there are. I don't know like if it's one per area. I found a few of them. Generally, like I'm gonna try to do everything that occurs to me to do. I'm not the completionist. I'm not. I'll try to collect. There's collectibles. I'll try to collect them all. I might play Talos Principle from my Steam account after this, or I might do the Portal games first, even though I beat them before. They're fun to play. And then once I do that, there's multiple endings to Talos Principle, but it's pretty straightforward how to get them. But like I'm not gonna do something that's gonna require like I won't find all 1,000 thingies on Breath of the Wild. It's like I don't have the patience for that sort of thing. Something's going on here. So this is interesting. It's part of the story. So this beam is shooting out from where we were, and it's hitting this thing up here. And I don't know what happens when I turn them all on. Got this guy sitting here talking. I think somewhere around here. Dude on a laptop. Oh, so this is something I've never noticed before. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So that beam unlocked one of these things. That's awesome. Like I said, I played a chunk of this game. Got maybe I think third to halfway through it. I can't tell you for sure. But never finished it, and not because it got dark, because I got distracted and did other things. But so each beam pops off one of these. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beams, and when I do those beams, I'll be able to unlock this, and then this will open something that does something. I don't know. This might turn into an elevator. Let's see here. So what does this do? It's like sometimes it's not a puzzle, it's just a switch. Okay, there's the pillar for that one. Any more up here? I don't mind coming back up here to find more. I thought there was some sort of like audio recording or something up here. Found that for the first time. I can't believe I never saw that before. I guess I never looked closely at that. Something's going on here. This is a sculpture. People arguing. These guys are moving this, facing this box. He's all twisted up in his power cord. Got a surveyor over here, building a hammer, reaching up to this thing for some reason. Got a guy preaching. I don't know if these are like, I don't know what's happening with any of that stuff, but there's obviously some sort of underlying story or background to all this that I'm hoping, I think, gets revealed, but not like directly. Like I don't think there's a couple laptops are there? I thought there was like a recording or something up here somewhere. Something just to give me a. Oh. Well. Alright. Well, I am gonna head back down to that beach because that didn't take me as long as I thought it did to get up here. I'll do another section of that region, and then if I'll come up here and like check this place out between regions, and maybe I'll stumble across the object I seem to remember finding. Where's the steps down? Where are the steps down? I thought they were. Wait, am I stuck forever now? Hello, steps. Come on. I could have sworn I came up this side. I don't usually. My sense of direction is usually better than that. Alright. I came up from the side. There's that. Because I remember seeing that statue, and then I came up, and there's a steep. Comes around here. Whoa. Ha! I never noticed that little statue climbing up the hill before. Oh. Huh. Really? That's why. There we go.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India pointed down toward you as you go past it, and sail on off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean, vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix, and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. that whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mid-East, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there. And what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl. And there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God, to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through you so powerfully that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you're up there. A sensing element, that point out on the end, and that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet. because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Yeah, so that was pretty deep. I didn't want to talk over any of it. Alright, I found this earlier, and I solved the puzzle, and that gave me like a positive beat, but I wasn't able, I'm gonna try. I don't know what to do with it. I thought it was a recording of some sort, but see, that doesn't solve it. And going like this doesn't solve it. Going like this doesn't solve it. If I go like this, seems to it gives me this, but it doesn't do anything. So I don't know. I thought maybe if I tapped it as the play button, it would work. But I'll figure out how that works eventually. Right now, I got nothing. It might, maybe it unlocks the ability to listen to that recording someplace else. But meanwhile, I'm gonna go over here to the cherry blossoms. Do this little area. Oh, what do we got here? Come on, that's not one. Almost. Yeah, you just gotta get the perspective just right. Like, something's gotta line up. Which one did that go to, though? Yeah. One or the other, I guess. Anything else in here? Okay. Oh, I didn't actually ever get onto the roof for that thing, did I? How do you get up there? It's cool, because when I play these open world games, like Skyrim or things like that, I'm always just trying to get random places and see if I can get there and look at things. So it's interesting to have a game have that be the core mechanic. Where the core mechanic is to get someplace you haven't been, to look at things in a way that you haven't looked at them yet. Uh, and that's the gameplay mechanic. That's what the game wants you to do, to find all its secrets. And, you know, let's see. I don't see anything. Let's see here. Alright. At this point, although it does look like, the way this is, that there might be a puzzle from the opposite perspective. Can I get over there quickly? No. So there is a fast travel mechanism, like a boat that you can take around the island once you unlock it. So there's some puzzles that are solvable from that perspective. So let's see here. 7:30 or 7:20. Yeah. I think this is the entrance to this one. Okay. So what do we got here? How does this work? Is there a tutorial? No. Alright, but I do kind of remember. We can trial and error it. If you look at this puzzle and you look at the tree that's near it, you'll notice that it branches out identically to the tree is. And the solution to the puzzle is the apple, right? So we want to be, that is, if you do it by, if I was going to set it up as a binary solution, it's 1 is left and 0 is right, just arbitrarily, then I would say the solution is 0, 1, 0, 0, right? So 0, 1, 0, 0, and it powers up. So let's go to the next one, and let's see here. And so this one, they kind of throw you for a loop because the tree's rotated, so you can't see the tree branching from the puzzle. But they left you a clue up there in the upper right. There's a twig missing. So that's the broken one right there. So then you trace it back. And so, okay, so we want to go left, right, right, left. Then we'll follow to the next one. Obviously, since this is near the beginning, and since my habit is to play a game for the first hour or two, and then walk away from it and come back weeks or months later and start it over again. These early stuff I'll breeze right through, and then as we get farther along, I'll have to. So again, you look at it, and it's based on physically the direction that the trunks take. So even though that apple's kind of towards the right, it's up the left-hand branch, and then so it's first left, right, and then and then all right. So it's one left and then all right, and that is where the location of the apple actually is. And I think I called this a cherry blossom grove earlier, but they are apples growing on the tree. So I'm not a botanist. I'm an electrical engineer. I've got a friend who who has a degree in botany, but I personally just whatever they sell in the produce section of the supermarket, I can tell apart from each other. And that's about the limits of my knowledge there. Let's see. I've got left, right. Well, wait, no. Okay, see, check this out. So if I'm looking at it from this perspective, that broken branch, which is reflected on here, is reversed. So it's the broken branch is 2 lefts and then 2 rights. And that would be from this perspective, right? 2 lefts and 2 rights. So what we want is to look at it from this perspective. We want to go right, left, left, right. So yeah, it's like the tree's rotated in space compared to this. So I want to go right, left, left, right. And that solves it there. Alright, what's going on? And then what do we got here? Okay, so the perspective is right, but there is an extra broken branch. That branch right there isn't broken on this, so that must be where the apple is. There is no apple, so therefore no solution. So the apple's one of the broken branches. There's got to be a broken branch that's not reflected on here, so it'll be right, left, right, left. And there we go. We'll follow this back around. Um, huh. I'm just looking places, and we got some more story stuff here. Like someone's eating an apple. I'm not sure. These little cards with the sunrise symbol appear everywhere. Oh, and then there's a branch. Oh, so this is what happened to the apple in that last puzzle. See, like that's a this is like it's story in a way. I like it. I enjoy it. I have no idea what those cards mean. If that's a symbol, if that's some like religious or philosophical symbol or something like that, or if it's just a cool emblem for a set of napkins. But it appears everywhere. They've got this diagrams. This is a human cardiovascular system, and then like you never know what will be a puzzle. Like this is here for a reason, probably. Are they showing how the blood vessels are similar to the roots of a tree? Possibly. Just are they just illustrating that, or is this a game mechanic that I'm going to come across later? Not really sure. Either way, I'm cool. I'll keep it in mind. Oh, we're up on top of the windmill. Could have sworn. Okay. So yeah, so like that unlocked this area. So far, this area doesn't seem to do anything for me. So yeah, I'm gonna move on. But this might be important for something, so I'll have to remember any puzzles involving human organs to come back here and study if I can't solve them in the moment. And let's see here. Ah, it's kind of cool little cross flowers. I don't know if that's doing anything. Alright. Alright. There's no passageway I'm missing here. Um, is there? I wonder. I do know I can get this windmill moving. So I wonder if, like, getting this windmill moving gives me a perspective on something. Maybe. It's not important. The puzzles are solved. The area is open. Let's see here. So far, I just got one of these. Like, it'd be kind of cool if you could click on this and it would kind of like give you a clue of where to of where to find. That's the hard part. I never got any of these pillars. There might be some hint if you look at it, like some hint, but like it's just like a vertical line. So that's all it's telling me. Somewhere there's a vertical line puzzle And it's like, okay, but that could be anywhere, you know. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, let's see. If the chat was more active, I would take votes on where to go next, maybe. But I want to check out this desert ruins area over here. And I think like the initial entry to the hub is over here too. All right, that's the inn. So this is cool. This is an area that I remember the mechanics pretty well too. Is you're dealing with reflection of the sun, or glare of the sun. Let me see here. Oh, there. Okay. See, so like this blocks it. Can't go that way. But since the glare of the sun is on this one, I can pass through it. So I think this is a bunch of the solutions for the pillar. So I think I got to get the glare on that other one. I have to come to this angle probably. No. There's a sun. How do I get? Oh, there's the glare on that one. So can I start it maybe? And then no, I can't move once I've started it. So I've got to like find a way to get the glare on. Maybe I can't. You know, that's possible that there's no way to get that perspective. So to get the glare on that one, I have to be, which does seem kind of weird that the sun reflects. I guess it depends on the shape of the object, what direction the light would reflect off of it. So the sun's back there, and on that one, yeah. So they're angled so that I have okay. And that went straight on. So I guess if I got far enough back, there's got to be a place where I could get them to intersect. Maybe not. And these are just these look like they're part of the filling in the pillar, so it's kind of an optional side quest thing. I don't think it's necessary to beat the game, but I don't know. I kind of feel like exhaust. This is one of those games where I feel like just go getting collecting everything because it's not a huge space. You know, it's not like trying to deal with Skyrim or anything like that. So okay, it's like it drops off, so I can't be up high. Oh, are these? Should I be standing on these? I already got the one. Oh, okay, gotta get closer. There you go. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I tried going farther, but I did try to get closer. There's gotta be an intersection point somewhere. Let's see here. Because you know you can see the sun comes in a straight line, bounces off this in one direction. And let's see here. I guess the three-dimensional space they don't have to intersect, but I just meant for purposes of gameplay. So I think did that uncover two. I can check it later. I think that did two of those. Uh, Two of those environmental puzzles. I think that's all I got from up here. Let's see here. Downstairs area. Kind of a cool little big site. I think, yeah. And then there's a few more. The same mechanics as the other one. Multiple, I don't know if there are actually multiple, solutions. So, I think there's the exit in the, that way, that way, that way, and exit, and I think there's got to be another one using this one. Yeah. Oops. There you go. Alrighty. Just like I got a notification. Nothing important. Alright. So, let's see here. I think because that used all the markers at least once. So, and there's probably some more environmental stuff over there. So, a bunch of environmental stuff might be just in this section. Alright, let's do this group of puzzles. Uh, no. Wait. Just looking around. Alright, so this is, I think, a tutorial for a new mechanic. So, I'm gonna see what's going on here. Oh. So, there's a glare from the sun on it. And the glare from the sun, if you aim at it, gives you a solution on these. So, this is... I mean, these areas where they teach you about the mechanics, it's pretty simple to learn them. What happens is that they teach them to you, and then later on there'll be a puzzle that uses several of them for, for more complicated. I'm assuming the final puzzle will somehow use like every mechanic you've learned. I don't know. I've never finished the game, so I'm curious to see how it turns out. Um, oh, I mean, I don't know what happens in the shadow because I can't get the glare of the sun to appear on the shadow, but I'm going to assume that it won't. I'm just gonna, do that whole like, oh well. It probably wants me to assume I go around the perimeter, so it jogs in the middle just to cause you to have to do it twice. And nope, that's what I get for trying to be tricksy. All right. So let's take this back around. Uh-oh. Alrighty. I just got a controller battery low. Oh. Wait. Alright, let's see here. So, is there... Alright, let me... That guy's... Something's going on with that I'm missing. Oh, okay. There we go. It's on this isn't a puzzle so much as this is a control. So what it does outside the shadow. Okay. Okay. Alright, little movie thing on the back. And come up here to this one. But I gotta get the glare on it, right? I can't get the glare on it from here. I gotta come up here, I think, and probably look at it and see what the sun glare tells you. Nope, not quite. Mr. Smarty Pants. Let's see here. There we go, straight up the middle. That's bottom left, up and diagonal down. Where'd I go? Oh. Alright. So swoosh. Swoosh, steep down. Okay. It is nice that you can do these from like, oops, however far away you want. You don't have to be close enough to like touch it. That's kind of cool. And this one was like this. Alright, that dropped away. Oh man, that's excruciatingly slow. I'm sure that's super convenient when it's actually in the range of the sun. Oh, you know what? I bet I gotta be up here to see it. I bet that's the trick. That's why it goes so slow. Yeah. Can I zoom? My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. There's some fun mechanics in this game. You know, that's like I assume if you're watching someone play it on Twitch that you know not to avoid spoilers and you're just enjoying the experience. I learned to enjoy watching other people play games because I don't have time to play every game that I want to play, and it's just more convenient to watch someone else play it and just experience the story. You know, maybe if there's like some really cool mechanic or something about the game that makes me want to experience it directly, there's not really, it's just as good to have someone else play it, have you watch them. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah. I thought there was more to this. So that all unlocked this underground bunker. So let's see. Yeah. Cool. What does this guy do? I'm gonna play with this for a second. What happened? Nothing. Okay. This is a switch somehow. Okay, so that turned on light. Okay, okay. So cool. So I can have one light going. I can control the glare on those guys. It's okay. Alrighty. Um. Alright. Alright. Cool. So this is. Sorry, I had a message pop up. Let me see here. That one's up. Okay. So what do we got here? I am. Okay. So a little elbow of it coming out. So it looks like it's doing like, it's got cat ears coming from the right side, and it's looking at the rest of it. Got cat ears. Yeah, wait. Oh, that was the light that was already on. Oh, I see. I'm not seeing anything there. Let's try it in the middle. If I can't, yeah, that's definitely not gonna. So I see this is the light that was lighting up. So does this in the back do anything? Um, so is it possible to tell? I didn't see anything, so maybe it's just like that. No. Let's see here. Any. This is a point at which, if this were Portal, I would have a portal on the ceiling and one on the floor, and I would be dropping through it very quickly while I was in a thinking mode. So you can see me wander around and do random stuff to. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's a start. Okay, there's a start. So it comes down. It's got to do the cat ears and go out the top because I don't see a glare there. All right. Wait. So it's got to come like this. Do the cat ears. It's got to go out this way. So woohoo. Let's see here. I'm gonna finish this section. Like I know I said I was gonna get off at 7:30, but since I got people watching, I won't leave people hanging without what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna start a new section after this. And actually, oh, there's another puzzle. I was like, how come they can't get through that door? Uh, oh no, this has got to be for the other light. I probably gotta use all three lights. So it turns around that corner. Alright, it goes out in the bottom right there. And it turns around that corner. Okay. Wait, so it turns out the bottom right and it turns around that corner. Huh. Alright. Let me look at the last one. Oh, and does the S curve like that? Okay. Let me see here. Um. Alright, so it turns around the corner, goes out the bottom, and it stair steps. Second, I need to find my stair step up. So out the bottom right. So it's got to be like this. Come like this, go around. Like this, like this, like this, like this, and out. Go. Okay. Let's see what's through this door. A little underground bunker thing. It's gonna be a lot. Huh. See something new every day. Okay, so. Oh, wait. Alright, so where's the next one? There's the next puzzle. I'm using the reflection in the, if you haven't noticed, the reflection in the water down there the, is showing me the solution to the puzzle. So, oops, but it's mirrored. But luckily, so is the there you go. Luckily, so is the game. Like that. I mean, that's just like, to me, that's almost as cool as as having, portals and portals. The fact that, like, what I'm doing up here is reflected in in the water. There we go, right there. So that would be, no, this one. And let's see here. So, it would be up, top left, and then kind of zigzag. Okay. So it goes like this, and then kind of zigzags around. Might have that a little bit off. Just getting those angles on the, goes up, oh, all the way to the bottom. Okay. Um, because it's reversed. So the exit is actually the bottom, not the top. Okay, yeah. And then this would go like this. So it'd come here and then be like this and circle around. Yeah, the fact that it's inverted um, wasn't occurring to me for some reason. Probably because it's past my bedtime. 7:30 in the morning. 7:40 in the morning for me is like 11 o'clock at night or midnight. Let's see here. I'm up past my bedtime. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a reflection. Alright, so it's going to start. Okay, it's flipped. It's going to start at the top, 12 o'clock. It's going to go counterclockwise to the bottom, and then jump through the center, and then go out on the top right. Right? So, it's starting at the very top. Okay. So it's going to go like this. Oops. Not like that. Okay, there, down, all the way to the bottom. And bam, bam, bam. There we go. And let's see here. So did that send power back out? Is that what happened? Oh no, because I came in from the other side of the room. It's not going back out. That's going to the next section. I think. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look. Like. Type like this is beautiful. You guys see what I'm seeing? Like, oh, there it is. There it is, right there, right. Just gotta get the section just right. Bam. Alright. So, they're everywhere, man. It's just about, you just gotta look around and see how things fit together. So, could there be another one? Because there's 2 orange bars. So, there could be a place where I can see it connected to that other orange bar. Yeah. See? So I use the same elements. Just gotta find a place where... That's 2 right there. Alright, and I think that's both of them. Okay. Alright, so we got two environmental puzzles. I know I never found those before. That's cool. Alright, it, this lock is unlocked now. Open it up. I'm going to get that next beam started. Now that I know what those beams do, before I call it a night. Like, I know 7:30 is my bedtime, but, like, realistically, like, I gotta wake up at 4. So, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So, 9:30 is doable. I'm not working tonight. It's night off. Okay, so I've got catwalk. I've got some switches. Lots of puzzles. A door. Very dark, spooky room. Let's see what these do. Cool. So we're changing the water level in this room to solve these puzzles. Interesting. So the water level is going to move to reflection. Reflection moving is going to. I'm going to look out for environmental puzzles too. Moving reflection is going to give us a different layer. Oh yeah, yeah. There's definitely there's a water puzzle in here. I mean, there's an environmental puzzle in here. I just gotta figure out. I gotta get the right angle. Oh, it could be in the water. Reflection in the water, kind of. Okay, I'll look for that later. For now, let's cool. So 6 o'clock. Uh, Clockwise 1 across the center to the top. Right. So wait, I can go backwards. Yeah, 'cause I did say clockwise, huh? All right. Let's see. So I'll change the water level. And the thing is, you can't bottom up zigzag across. Goes like this. And it's ah. Yeah, so like this environmental puzzle is like you gotta catch it during the transition. Like there's gonna be a point which yeah, which it loses it. I never saw the glare. Um, pick one thing to watch at a time. I might need to. Alright, let's see here. No, that doesn't seem like a good idea. I mean, you can solve any puzzle just by randomly swinging around, but not sure what good that'll do you. Uh-oh. Gotta be through there. I mean, I say that, but alright. Alright, I don't see anything. Alright, let me try something else. Maybe, as the water level changes, this light gets reflected off of this light, like, reflects off of that differently as the water level changes off the screen. It's worth a shot. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that doesn't change at all, does it? Can't duck, no way to change perspective that way. Let's see here. Are we at the point where we're going to try to randomly... Oh, this has got to be where you... I know I've said that before, but I just have a feeling like... Who is that light? I'm gonna try to watch this. was there something about the other two and their relationship with the light? So like that one's angled the most up, and even the other one's angled up. So there's one light source in the room. One light source in the room. And we've got, these are both kind of angled up. So this one's angled down the most. So the one that is most angled down, the water level needs, so the one that's most, okay, the screen that is more angled down out of these two requires a deeper water level. This one being straight down would require the deepest water level, right? I mean, not the deepest, the shallowest. The water level needs to be the lowest. So I can see the one on the right. One on the left I can see higher up than the one on the right, or it reflects this lamp higher up than the one on the right does. So, and they're basically like these two displays flipped vertically. So if this one's leaning down, this one's leaning more up. So the higher, the flatter it is, and this one is basically tilted far more than the other two, which means that one's tilted up far more than the other two. So that means that the water level needs to be down as far as possible, and you almost need to be like standing right on top of it. Maybe that's the thing. It's like because these I'm standing across from them. So what would happen? I guess as I got closer, I would have to be lower. So farther back, it would be higher up. So it's got to be all the way down, which is that we've got to be far enough back. I just got to find the right angle to look at it at. So, what else is it about the relationship of this lamp? This is about perspective. This is about relationships. So, this one is also much closer than these two are. So these don't give me any clue about what happens if one is closer than the other. So closer, what would being closer do to it? I guess it would mean you have to, it would make it, so I have to be, you know, I would have to be, what would closer do to me? Do I need to be closer to it to see it? Is this something where I've got to be behind it? Is that the trick? Where somehow I can see it from back here. Because the light is a lot closer to that screen. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. Okay, cool. So it's pretty simple. It's just a U, but it's gonna be flipped backwards. I'm looking at it from the top down. So that's gonna be from the right hand side and up over the top and down. So it's like an N. Alright. That was an interesting one. I could spend a lot longer trying to figure that out, or even given up on it and gone someplace else for a while. No shame in that either, especially this type of game where it's open world. It's kind of nice linear progression can be entertaining, but to be able to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere else, do something else, and not really lose ground because of it is uh interesting. Okay, so this one has is like the one on the right, or actually the one on the left. So it's gonna reflect higher up, but it's blocked. So yeah, it's closer to light, but I think. Um, okay, so it's top of the clock into the center, upright and down, but it's reversed. So bottom of the clock into the center, and then up left, but down left. So it's going to be here, up in the center, down left, and up and around. Or maybe I got it backwards. Yeah, that's sort of like maintaining orientation in my head is. Oh, cool. And this just happens to be at the right spot. Oh, I thought there was a ramp down for a second. I was like, wait, what? Alright, so see what's going on here. Just get a better moves. Kind of. Wait, did I solve it? I think I solved it, but I don't know. Um, I don't know what's all that thing did. Maybe it turned on a light. I don't know. Let's see here. Now I've got this more complicated one. Oh, I see. That's right here. And it's not much talking to do about this stuff. Mechanics are known. It's just a matter of figuring out where the I think I'm back. Let me check that test. Mic check. Hey, so yeah, no, I guess my rechargeable batteries weren't actually recharged and controlled out of me again, but I got some Duracells on standby at all times. So, and I'll take a look at this charging station that was given to me. Okay, so let's see here. I need to figure out perspective for this thing, and let's see. I think probably over here more. This is just like, oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see. So this is gonna give us one section of it. Okay, so it's gonna on that. It's gonna. It does like comes down from the top, flat across the middle, straight up to the top, and then diagonal down too. So that gives us that rightmost section. Uh, so oh, I see. So yeah. So that I think. Yeah. Okay. I need to take a look at that one more time. It's gonna give us. So we're gonna have to find a perspective to see the far left, but for now I'll try to do this one as much as possible. Uh, wait for you to do that right. Just writing. Alright. Oh, we don't rotate this or anything. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to look for an angle to. Oh, cool. So we don't have to get it in motion. That's good. Uh, so like, so that's gonna be at the top, and then down a block, and like I just need to see what. So that's what. That's the third and fourth block that are lit up. Yeah, third and fourth block. So like coming into the so coming out of the fourth block is in the center diagonal up to the left, right? It's all flipped. So down to the right into the third block, cross over one, up one, and then down diagonal from there. Then what happens in the shadow? And is there a way for me to see what happens in the shadow? But I don't know that changing my perspective can change the lighting. And without the lighting illuminating the shadowed area, I can't see unless there's like something on here that tells me. But this is what I know. Or I think I know anyway. So we got something like that. Maybe it's just like this. Could be like this. But now I'm just guessing. Guessing's not fun. Somewhere in here is the evidence to allow me to know the path I'm supposed to take. So I let's try it. Let's try looking for back here. Just that doesn't do anything. Try looking for back here as it goes up. See if we see a different part of it. Is there a reflection of it? Maybe somewhere. Reflection of the reflection. Let's see what happens. You operate from here. Do. They might be able to program an AI to play a video game, but can they program it to enjoy it? Here. Alright. Must be a way to turn on a light or to move a light. I'm missing something. Something has escaped my notice. Or I noticed it, but I didn't. Somewhere right around there. Because remember the other one. The other one, like, we had to look at it from an angle that we wouldn't really have necessarily tried to. I know I've solved this before. Did I just guess? I know, like, I know a good chunk of the puzzle. I know that there's only so many ways you can arrive at that. There's only so many ways you can get to this, that. There's so many ways you can get that pattern, right? So we know where we enter the lit area, and we know where we exit it. We know what happens in it. So there's only so many things that we could do on the other side. But when I say there's only so many, there's still a bunch. Like this could come all the way down to here. It could go like this. It can go boop, and then boop. And this could do like anything. That's one. It could go 2, 3, 4. So there's exactly 4 different outcomes over here. And then over here we got to get to this node. And you can do that by 1, like that. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. So there's 16 different possible. So I guess we will systematically do them all, because I'm getting tired. So we'll start with this one, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do like this, and then we're just gonna go straight out, and we're gonna do every version like this. Okay, and so now I'm gonna come this way, go straight out. So basically, I'm altering how I'm changing the right key to be the left constant, and then what I'm gonna do is once I've done every combination of the right with the left constant, then okay. So now second round I'll come like this. Oops. Now this will eventually work, and then I'll the next one down like that. And I'll go through all of them with that. This will eventually work, but it will rob us of whatever experience, perhaps like the method by which this solution would have revealed might involve useful information. Yeah, so like we solved it systematically. I won't call that guessing because there was only 16 combinations, and I just started running through them in a way that would make it so that I wouldn't miss one or do one twice. But there was a way, there had to be a way to see it, and however that I might need that skill. I'm not gonna mess around with it now, but when I'm just tired, I'm in less of a hurry to get through a section. I'm gonna come back in here and try to look around to see how to see that, because knowing how to see that might be relevant later. Might not be either, but let's open this, and there's some environmental puzzles in there too. Some more constellations to fill out the pillars. The pillar, and this, I believe, is the final room. So that is cool. So what am I doing here? Where do I start? I see the curved screens. I'm not a big fan of curved screens in general. I'm not sure what the point is. I guess like to save on next strain, like so that you can like you don't S curve on the right. Yep. Okay. Do do do. Oh, cool. So it looks like starts there. Huh. Oh yeah, because obviously there's nothing there. So yeah. Sorry. Alright. And that was kind of cool. And what about this? Oh, I see. That unlocked half of this, and you can see back there. That's the hub world. So I don't think we can get to the gate from this side, but somehow eventually you'll find a way into there. And there's a little place you can watch secret videos and stuff. Can't go through the wood. Huh? Interesting. But how do I solve the puzzle? Gotta I've gotta look at it from a perspective where the wood is not in the way somehow. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Ha. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna go to my right, which would be my left from the other side, up to the top, staircase down, back up the side. So go here, up, and over. So there. Yep. If you missed that, and from this side, it matches the pattern on the bottom. So what are we doing here? We're still in that same set of. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. So bottom left to the center. Round space. Alright. And then we'll take this elevator up and activate the next beam. And I think I'll call it a night then. I might wake up at 2:30 or 3:30 and play a little bit more having dinner with my mom Memorial Day. Uh, and so it might be on later tomorrow night. I'm working on a project with a friend of mine though, about to put out some videos on YouTube that'll be pretty interesting, uh, related to mathematics. But whenever I do play video games, I will be streaming them on Twitch. So, all right. Oh, that's interesting. It's it is interesting. Where's that going? It's not going to the top of the hill, so it's not unlocking uh that mechanism. So there are more than 7. I thought 7 seemed like a low number. Would I bet? Yep. So that brings us here. And this will save for next time. But we basically is it that easy? What do you guys think? Whoops. Oh, wait, it's not. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bullseye. Alright, cool. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. And, that's a phone call coming in. I'm gonna end my stream here. And, you guys have a good Memorial Day.